welcome back for some more ship choices. So with two smaller ships again, I've put this, it's just easy to have two smaller ships together because there's not really much to tour around them like the bigger ships, to fill in this sort of 10-minute maximum range I like to try and do with these videos. So this is the F7C Hornet 1, Mark 1 I think, if I remember correctly now. I'm sure it's the Mark 1. As you can see, massive difference compared to the Mark 2 that came out. I think it was this year, wasn't it? 2024. As you can see, with this normal one, standard, it doesn't actually have or come with anything on top. That means you're going to have to buy the ball joint to add either turrets or whatever you want on top of it. But yeah, you can see that's very big. I was like, what's the real big differences when you look at both ships? Let's have a look. Well, straight off the bat there's more guns. There's guns underneath the Mark II already. I know some of these you can buy a special mount for the front and underneath, but it looks so horrible. Yeah, it looks like it's a bit more smoother and sleek in certain with the design. Just trying to match it up and have a look, but as you can see, the Mark II already comes with more guns right at the start. So you could modify the standard Mark 1, but I've done that before, I think, and I have to agree with my mate. When you add all these different little mounts onto it and stuff, it looks really horrible.
Landing gear deployed.
So yeah, I mean, again, it's a fighter. Yeah, there's nothing much you're going to do with this apart from fly about. Yeah, you got probably a little storage in there, but yeah, it's not really. I mean, if you're into combat, go ahead and do it. You know, again, it'd be a case of like having loads of you together in small fighters and having big epic battles. But then the other benefit about smaller ships is at least you can park in a lot more places, in the tighter gaps and stuff. But yeah, all in all, you're going to have on there, really, all you're going to achieve is some combat stuff, smaller ships. You ain't going to take on any of the bigger ones if you're on your own or anything like that. Unless you're really good. I might be wrong. I say I don't do a lot of combat. When I do combat, it's either in groups or on one ship together, a big ship together, and turrets and stuff. So with this, I'm going to get into the just fine section. That's where I'm going with that one, because it's got less guns for a little small fighter to get around. So yeah, go with that. Next up, the Anvil C8 Pisces. Now this for a small starter ship. I like to call it the Star Trek shuttle. Now this one, you've got a little bit of extra play with this one to do. You've got the two cargo little sides. Feels like 4 SCUs each side. As in 2, I mean. They're stuck together boxes. 2 passenger seats either side, and then the pilot seat has a couple of missiles and 2 lasers, pretty much. So you're not going to be doing a lot of fighting in it, but you've got something to defend yourself with while you bug out or whatever you want to do. It's not a bad ship, but this ship can actually fit as well onto some of the other bigger things like the Carrack. So you could have it as a sort of transporter, doing your little star trekking, going exploring, or if you're going to go down into some ground battles, leave your big ship up above and then fly down in the shuttle. The Pisces, I've always quite liked the Pisces in its own little way. Yeah, it's just a simple ship, so you wouldn't be doing a lot of fighting in that at all. You know, once you fired off the, I don't know how many missiles attached in total now, is it 4? So once you fired all your missiles out, all you're going to be relying on is your 2 little lasers at the front, and that's about it. But it's got some good speed on it, and I'd say again it's a small ship, so you can land in some good spots when you need to. But this is the thing about doing these kind of videos with these type of small ships. Looking at them, as I say, you can't really do a lot of touring around them because it's only like one. Either if it's a ship that's just a cockpit, so you can just look around the ship and look at all the functions. Yeah, so, or you get little ships like this where you can get on board and you only get a little brief look around because it's like one big, already one big room. But yeah, so apart from that, this ship is good for getting around. It's in the starter start packs, I'm pretty sure. I think I upgraded to this after, so I did the Aurora at the beginning for myself when I first started off. I didn't do the Avenger, which I wish I did at the start, because that would have changed things a lot more for me at the beginning. Yeah, I think I went to this ship after the Aurora. I think I upgraded to the C8 Pisces, if I remember correctly. So on that note as well, I'm going to put this one on the just fine. Because it is a nice ship, and as I say, it's got a bit of extra functionality. It's versatile in the sense of like where some ships you can fit it onto. So yeah, I'm going to put U in the just fine.